I'm with a great friend of the targeted individuals and MK Ultra survivors community, and I've got a lot of questions to ask Barrie this morning. Very grateful to you for everything,
My
Barrie.
pleasure.
Thanks ever so much.
My pleasure to meet you, actually.
Likewise, thank you, Barrie. The first question, Barrie, if you wouldn't mind, how did they appear to make my right frontal lobe appear to fold over?
There are many different pulse frequencies, or modulations as they call them, which they go straight through the skull, straight into the brain, and the easiest word is vibrate, but what they do is they change the rhythm of the cyclotronic and circadian frequencies in the ions in the brain and the nerve messengers, to put it simply. So each compartment in the brain, and there are many, and you've got a paper of the brain. I did you last time you came.
Yes.
I gave you a diagram. You can put that on your internet.
Yeah.
All of the different sections of the brain will induce hormones and neurotransmitters to different parts of the body, the endocrine system, and with this you can literally, as it was said by one expert that specialised in this, he said you can produce all moods and behaviours because the vibrational frequency of the electricity flowing through the brain is slightly different for each of the compartments, and there are many compartments that will induce different moods, different temperaments, and all they have to do is tune into your brain. If they are being very sophisticated, they can have a little van parked outside your house. They will send a microwave thermal beam through the window, through the walls, and they can actually tell which part of your brain is working because of the electrical conductivity giving the waves out. All electricity produces waves, electromagnetic waves. So they will know what part of your brain, and they can tune in with their pulses to the exact part of the brain that they want. And this isn't new, we're going back to the 70s. They can tune in to the exact part of the brain, and they will know the parts of the brain that this part is trying to communicate with, and they will know then what these parts of the brain will do within the endocrine system or the hormone system of the body. You can literally make any part of the brain do anything you want. It's a lot easier in children or under, I think it's about age of about 28, when the bones fully harden. But as you go down, the bones are still soft and the penetration is much more deep. And I have references from professors that have measured the modulations or pulses going into the brains, and the softer the skull and the more moist the skull, in other words, the younger you are, the deeper they go and the more active you can make that part of the brain. So, I mean, there are literally, to my knowledge, there are something like 600 modulations or pulses that will influence the brain now. There are, I would think, around 10,500 biological structures that can be influenced that will affect the brain. I can't do it in my head under these conditions, but if you multiply 10,500 by 600, there's a lot they can do to the brain. And what I'm saying literally is they can induce anything in your brain, any mood, any behaviour, any temperament. They can induce anything in your brain, and the closer they are, the more accurate they can be. And what they will do is they usually park a car outside your house if you're a specially targeted person, and they will then tune into your brain, and once they've got the frequency that will make your brain do something, they can tune in your cell phone. They can switch it on at random, whether it's on or off. They can switch your cell phone on. They can do it from the lamppost and have it come to you. But then they will have full control of your body.
Question. Oh, and nice to see everybody again. While Barry and I had a break, I asked Barry a question, and what it was I experienced, I looked in the mirror, and I believe that my father came to the mirror. And could you explain that, please, Barry?
Yeah, it's not looking through your eyes, it's stimulating your memory processes. And they can stimulate quite a few memory processes by stimulating the parts of the brain that either make you happy or sad or scared. And this way they can induce hallucinations. They can make people think big spiders are coming up. They can make people think they can fly. It can be quite dangerous. But they can induce memories. For instance, they can induce the memory of your wedding day or something like that, and that would appear.
Thank you, Barry.